What's going on, guys? So I just wanted to address a common problem that I see quite a bit lately in kind of like intermediate and even some advanced lifters where we're not really kind of aware of some of the cause and effects of lifting, and it's just all about how quickly you get under the bar. Now, one of the things I will say is that in weightlifting, you're going to tend to have a knock-on effect, especially in the snatch. If you don't do the first pull correctly, you loop the bar out in front, you don't stay tight off the floor, your butt shoots, it affects the rest of the lift, and you don't have to compensate and kind of alter the way you do the rest of the lift, sometimes having to cut the amount of speed and force you can put into the bar to make up for the shitty mistakes you made earlier in the lift. Now, this isn't to say that your lift is always going to be perfect, but if something is off earlier in the lift, it will affect the next point. And unless you can then, let's say, bar loops out off the floor, unless you can then bring yourself back into this position here, it's going to affect every single part of the lift onwards. But the main thing that I see when people say I don't feel fast enough under the bar is either their second pull is not complete. So they're getting to here, and they're so worried about getting under that they kind of cut the pull short here. Like you literally see them slow down and try and turn under before they've even finished the pull to actually get the bar to go high enough. The other thing you will see, and it can be a result of this, or it can be another technical problem, is the bar will loop out. So the bar's having to travel further for you to turn under. Remember, if the bar goes out in front of your base of support, so in front of your foot, now you can't act on the bar, you can't pull on this bar, you can't make it do anything more. You have to wait for it to come back round. You're at the mercy of how the bar oscillates to come back into you. So the easiest way to kind of think of this is, if I want this tennis ball to hit the roof, I'm going to have to produce both force and speed for it to be able to hit the roof. If I just drop it like this and expect it to come straight up to me, it's not going to work. Same as if I wanted to go straight up into the roof, but I throw it forwards like this. It's not going to happen. A lot of the time, the reason you're not going to be able to get a good third pull, turn under the bar, is because you're not finishing your second pull aggressively or completely enough, where your legs, your hips and your toes have extended up like this, with a slight lean back which happens by itself, don't worry about focusing on it, or you're putting the bar out in front. You need to make sure the bar stays as close to you as possible, and you need to finish your second pull aggressively. If you do this, you should already see that your speed under the bar will improve because you've produced enough speed and enough momentum early in the lift for it to carry you through into the third pull so you get turned under quicker. If you still find you have a turnover issue after this, then you need to look into how to make your third pull better. But first look and see if your first pull off the floor and your second pull is actually technically sound enough to let you turn under the bar quick enough. Because a lot of the time, people are very quick enough under the bar, they're just not good enough at completing an aggressive and accurate second pull to allow them to turn under quicker.